Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. And this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the units of Knightfall. So we're going to do a little bit of unit testing outside, get pursued, and then do a bit of unit testing versus current units. Some of them, not all of them by any means, just like Orochi and stuff like that. And then we're going to take them into a battle, and I'll just kind of talk through what the differences are and what they do and stuff like that. But first, let's just take a look at the units. Okay, here's the first one. I'm not even going to attempt to say the names. We're going to call this one the Healy Archer. The Archer that heals. I have a leadership doctrine. They don't exist on the My Game server, so don't take this. Yeah, that's not real. And their emblem here isn't right. So that's two things that straight out the gates are not right. But first off, Vexency line, they've only got one. Simple. Blessed Arrows heals. So Blessed Arrows, basically what these archers do is they're an okay archer. They do a bit of damage, but nothing to write home about. But the main thing is they have this thing called Blessed Arrows that just shoots a ring of healing arrows on top of where you want them. And it's a bit buggy, a little bit buggy, but it's really quite good. If you're going to take a cheap archer, then this is the one to take because you can help your team and get so many support points. The healing is quite ridiculous, too much in my opinion, way too much. You'll see in the clips coming up when we do the testing. It's too much, and especially in the battle when you see how much it heals in a big clump. Yeah, and then they're just designated area. I've got an arrow rain in here. Nothing to write home about when it comes to actual damage, but healing wise, really nice, really good. Moving on, next we have the Shielded Cavalry. That there's the name, not going to say it. They are basically a sword cavalry, so you can put sword doctrines in. They're like a tankier Befeksha Cav. They're really fast. They heal a lot as well. They seem to don't die. Their charge is okay. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it does block arrows. If we look at their Vexency line, you've got this line that basically you've got two attack abilities. You've got shield charge, that's like your charge, and then you've got full assault. And this one, this is similar to how the Keshig suddenly all attack stuff. So yeah, they're pretty powerful. They're pretty cool. I don't really know which line's better to go. I'm starting to think the bottom line is better. You immediately restore 10% health. That seems crazy. And then an additional, well, another 20%. So I'm actually thinking bottom line would be better for these. But for the testing, we've been in top line. So take kind of that with a pinch of salt. I've seen people smash my ones with their ones. And I think it's because they are bottom line. So yeah. I think bottom line is going to be the way to go because they heal too much. Kind of a flavor with all these units is they all heal themselves. That if we look at what's happening with the men-at-arms at the moment, kind of problematic in my mind. Not so much the archers. The archers, if we just reduce their healing slightly, they've got a little bit of cool gameplay to them. But when you actually experience these guys, they heal so much you can barely kill them. So yeah. A bit of a problem, but nonetheless, we're not getting negative. They're really cool. They're fast. They're very fast because you can have like, you know, speedy doctrines on them. I think their speed is like 15, so about the same as the Befeksha Cav. Yeah, good fun though. They are fun to play. But yes, very Healy. That's, you know, goes across the board. On to the big boys. Okay, the Zweihanders. These bad boys are very strong. They are really strong. They're a bit of a jack of all trades. They're pretty good against Cav. They're really good against shields. Yeah, they do a bit of everything, but they don't do the Cav very well. But they can be in front of it. Recommended bottom line. Bottom line seems to have the most amount of healing and stuff that tends to be the strongest. But they're fun to use. They're impactful. They feel kind of like a modern version of Sealadars in the way that they do their 2 ability that's here. So we've got this stance basically, and this will almost act like a brace, but they'll start healing. And then this, once you click this ability, prepared stance. Once you click this, it will change to Knight Defense. And what that does is then you can click that and they do a big old strike with freedom and that sort of thing. You'll see it in the video. But while they're in this stance, they just continuously heal. So you can see problematic starting from there. And because we go bottom line, we also gain quite a lot more healing. 3% more healing while in prepared. So if you read that and then you add 3% onto it, oh my god. Yeah, so a little bit problematic, but nonetheless, it's okay. It's fine. We're okay. Knight's Gambit. Now this is like 5 strikes. It looks awesome. Sounds cool. And smashes shields and gives them immunity control. You'll find with this unit is they are immune to everything. They will never be knocked down. Everything immunes them. The only thing that will knock them down seems to be YOLO Cav. They'll fling them everywhere. But apart from that, they seem to be immune to everything. So, but nonetheless, super cool unit. Can be killed. They can be killed, but only by quite a lot of troops, as you'll see. And yeah, obviously all this testing's done with like pretty much BIS doctrines. So yeah, so let's get into just the 1v1 testing. We won't spend too long on that, and then we'll get into a battle. We got the beautiful men at arms versus the new shiny things.
So if you just come forward, I'm going to press 1, which does blocks enemy attack / sword, and then I'm going to press 2, which I strike at the enemy 5 times.
Should we just play them? Should we just play them normally? Let's just play them normally.
You just run them with men at arms. I'm just going to sit here and brace, right? And then I'll use abilities.
Okay, here we go.
If you would play this unit anyway, because you'd have them braced, and it's like. And then I press 2 and go big swipes, big swipes, big swipes. They're not killing them that quickly, but it is stacking up and they're reducing the damage. And if I press 1, do they start healing quickly? Probably not. So I'm just going to slash again.
I mean, they're basically unkillable.
You killed 2 of them, and some are red. But what I want to see now is, if I put them into 1 and leave them there, do they just heal back up to full?
Okay, let's, I'm going to have a little fire at you.
Destroy them! Shoot! It's darkens the skies!
But I want to swap to the archers now, right? To the cav now, right? That did, like, some damage. They did some damage.
Let me try this. What's this healing thing? Oh, wow, that's a big heal. It is... oh, my God. It is a placed heal that does a lot of healing.
What's the cooldown of it?
Like 20 seconds.
Did it last long?
Yeah, relatively long. Okay, halberdiers eat them.
Are those mastery halberdiers or just normal?
These are just normal. I haven't even mastered these yet. Forgot to do it.
I mean, this cav is all about taking down range, right? So it's going to be really good for hunting down range, because it can just block the damage, so...
Okay, well, I didn't lose one. Let's go straight in for a 2.
So bear in mind, these are fully mastered shields. You're killing them fairly quickly.
I mean, yeah. Oh my god, this is a never-ending, relentless unit. These
you
are...
can see these guys gain CC immunity all the time as well.
Oh my god, I didn't do anything.
Was that while they were braced?
That was just them braced. Yeah, they just one-shot you.
Oh dear.
Okay, go when ready.
Charging now.
Attack at will! Destroy them!
Why do you still kind of wreck them?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you had timed it better, maybe in press 2 as I was hitting, would they have had CC immunity to not get knocked down?
Maybe they. I mean.
But this is no doctrine Yanyu down.
Yeah, that shows you how strong Yanyu Dal are. That's crazy. Just do what you would do after you do it.
If I press 1 because it blocks your attack as you went in, that actually just blocked all of your ability.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that. So the second part of the 1 when they brace, when you press it the second time, it blocks an attack.
Did I get any?
And so it completely blocked your one.
Yeah. Here we go.
Glory! Shields up! March!
Kind of. Like the first one got hit, and then the second hit kills them all. But the first one did block most of your charge.
I mean, this isn't even. This is them in bottom line, I believe. So that's why I don't have it the charge. But yeah, these guys are really good at countering powerful units. Like these seem to be the goats of countering strong because of that.
When we deliver them into the hands of our order.
I timed that perfectly.
I mean, I killed less with the initial sally, so you might be able to clean them up now. It was a much better trade that time, but I think I also snaked them in a bit, but it was definitely a much better trade. I mean, you're going to win this now. Maybe. Just the knockdown for the Yamada was just so strong. If I played it better, I was like an X move out, charge up again, come back in, probably trade better, but like they definitely traded a lot better on that initial salvo. Oh, lol. Sorry.
I mean, whatever.
Go for
Get
it.
into position. Get moving. Only as good as the one.
I pressed 1 as they hit, and you just ran straight through them. Maybe I should just leave them braced. Like, if they're just braced, do they do anything? I thought these guys were supposed to block Cav, by the way.
Yeah, they're not really blocking the cav, are they? They didn't kill any, so
Form up.
I mean that's.
Heal them up. Let's go again. I mean, I lost 8.
Attack.
You're just running through them. I'm going to press 2 this time and see if that doesn't. Nope, just instant kill, basically.
Form up. Form up.
Bro. So these are awful into Cav.
Get into position. Attack.
But at least they got a hard counter, just dagger axe.
Yeah, dagger axe counter these guys.
Then,
I'd be
if you press 1 as these guys are about to hit you, you should theoretically block their first shot.
Attack. Oh, prisoners. Problem.
This unit skill is on cooldown.
I think it's just the slashing defense shred that those units have is just insane.
Attack.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm charging in, and then I press 2 once they're in. I reckon they're gonna just instantly die to these, but
For my command. Fall in. Positions. For glory. All right. Shield up. Keep them dead.
I mean, you're getting them quite low. You're killing a couple, but yeah.
it's
As it should be,
As
really.
it should be. Yeah, that's 40s. That's meant to be the best pike unit in the game. I might go with an imperfect start for this one potentially. Just go straight in with 2. Okay, go. No, Moosh is.
I mean, you didn't have a full unit, but yeah, they did kind of just absolutely eat them.
Yeah, that's good though. I'm actually quite pleased about that, to be honest.
But yeah, other short sword ulti that no one ever plays. Ah!
Okay, great. And let me see if I can get this heal right in here.
I want to see if it damages me whilst healing you.
Oh. Do I have to go to these heals? Oh yeah, you just go to the arrows.
It's just in the circle. As long as you're in the circle, it is also hitting me whilst healing you, by the way.
I mean, it's almost off cooldown again. Hit me again. So you could have these guys at range, and like every now and then they're just pumping out the damage, kind of missing with their things. You're just attacking me, keep attacking me, and I'm like, oh no, send me some heals.
Oh no, and it's still hitting me. Ah.
Look at that heal coming in. That's actually really strong.
Wait for my command.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the shielded cav. I'm not going to commentate through all of this. I'm just going to jump in when there is bits that I want to talk about. I basically obviously very new to these, so I just charge them in and press the 2 ability, and it's sort of that's where I got the idea. They kind of do what Keshiks used to do, where they still do, where they just dive on everything and gain a lot of health. But progressively through the clips, you'll notice we get a little bit better. We're going to kill these guys very, very fast. Yeah, keep in mind about everybody but about 5 of the people in this siege are AI. So AI with better units than we used to with AI, like Sealer Dars and stuff like that. But nonetheless, there's about 5 real players and the rest are AI, so keep that in mind.
Serves the process commanded. Fall in. Take positions. All troops form up. Or just facing. Cavalry. Attack. Make me proud. Die, heretic. Get into position. It's commanded. Cavalry. Position.
And here you're about to see what I was talking about when I said they're kind of like Keshigs with the Keshig 2 button. I see a few Zweihanders over here, and we just roam them in, press 2, and they just eat. They just eat. And when you press 2, they also get a heal. So it seems kind of problematic, but nonetheless. Their roam damage without using the ability isn't that great, but their 2 ability absolutely destroys.
Get into position. Just facing. Form up. Fall in. Cavalry. Wait for my command. All troops form up.
Point A.
Form up. In position. Into position. Cavalry. Wait for my command. Cavalry. Wait for my command. Fall in. Take position. Arrange yourself. Into position. It's commanded. Form up. For glory. Position here. Big the sword. Meet your maker. All troops form up. Cavalry. Wait for my command. Cavalry. Arrange yourself. Wait for my command. Get into position. In position. Fall in. Position. Cavalry. Wait for my command. Position. Bring them into the light. Attack. Bring them into the light. All troops form up. Form up. Arrange yourselves. Make
This
me
unit skill is on
proud.
cooldown.
All troops form up. Get into position. Fall in. Sword and musket.
The enemy battle ram is
Now we're going to move on to the Zweihanders, and the AI has just wanted to climb up this ladder. Unfortunately, we got another guy with Zweihanders here as well. That I think he gets his here first, or did mine arrive first? No, mine's here first. And it's just pure annihilation. We put them in the 1 formation, and then we click the 1 again for them to do an immunity slice. Yeah, it just cuts everything up. And then 2 ability is that 5-hit sort of combo that you'll see in a second that really, yeah. Throughout this is going to be quite a long segment, but it's definitely worth watching because after this clip, the clip after this, they go absolutely wild. They take a walk from these walking pike, obviously. Some of them get knocked down, immunity's coming in, but it's not really hurting them that much. It doesn't really do too much to them. So... yeah, I'm having it. They're great. They're fun, but I think they're going to be very strong, very, very strong. So here we're going to come in with the 2 ability, and you'll see the swipes is so nice. It's just an instant, we had 2 more swipes left, but it's just an instant wipe, basically. It is crazy good. And then I see these Shield Maidens coming in, I'm like, oh, I'd like to actually try these against Shield Maiden and see what they're doing. It's kind of one we missed out on the testing. But, yeah, it's, they sort of run away, so it happens. But, yeah, really good. I think you guys will enjoy them. I think they could be a slight issue, but... we're yet to see it. We're yet to see it.
Prepare to fight! Take position! Take ready!
And this bit right here will show you the sheer tankiness of these. We have Shenjis here. They've got Modao. They've got Pike Militia. They got basically a bit of everything. And our Zweihanders are just swinging away, and we've got two that are just swinging themselves up the stairs. And they're still just the relentless hits of their weapon is just so overwhelming for all the old units. Like, you can tell they're modern, if that makes sense. You can see the modern CB units a mile off because they actually like flow really nicely. So yeah, it's very obvious, but hopefully we'll find a big counter. It seems like the Roman shields are counters for most of the really powerful units, the Marmalades. So yeah, I'll leave you to enjoy until I need to jump back in.
Direct! For battle! Living on attack at will! For the brotherhood! Stand to! Of course! For the order! Fear not! Ready? Form up!
So here we're going to get into a little bit of an anti-Cav situation. We've got Cav going out, we've got Medaus about, but they've got a lot of Cav coming in, clashing in fast. And the fact that Modal Blades can be in the mix there shows you how little damage they do without using their ability. So we've got our guys braced, and now I've got them swinging away. They're swinging, doing damage, but that Cav heals so much that we're only going to see 1 or 2 kills at a time. And they're slowly rotting my guys down. We've got them braced again, and now we've got them hitting again. What I should have done is probably just left them braced, but yeah, fun nonetheless. And now we get to the third and final unit, the Healing Archer. And this will show you how ridiculous they are. We're going to just plonk the heal down there. It's going to fly in, and watch the amount of healing everyone gets. That, on a 20-second cooldown, is ridiculous. While they fire as well. They're firing and people are still getting heals. They're still going. It's crazy. This clip isn't very long because, I mean, how much more do you need to see? But, yeah, their damage is meh. It's kind of negligible. But as a healer, wow. The only thing I'd say is if you do it too close, I just don't know where the heal goes. So you want, when you do the heal, you want them far back. Otherwise, the heal just randomly goes somewhere, and yeah, no idea where that went. Like I'm trying to plop it down, but it's not quite going. So I do end up pushing them back and seeing if I can get a better heal in. Yeah, but it's so powerful. It's too much healing. It's too much. There you go. They've finally done it, and it's 1400 each thing. It's basically takes everyone back up to full health. Imagine 2 people with this. So yeah, very strong, very strong. And that's it. That's all your units. Yeah, all feeling pretty strong. That heal from the bow, from the tier 3 bows, good god. I mean, it can be hard to land because they kind of fire it in a scattered formation, but nonetheless, it's a lot of healing. It's so much healing. And then the Zweihanders, cool. Those boys are beefy. Really, really beefy. They're really fun to play. and they feel they flow really nicely. But yeah, very, very strong. And then the Cav is nice. It's very strong, but I think it's going to be the top tier 4 Cav, but it doesn't feel like the Zweihanders or the healing archers just crazy good. Anyway, that's me done. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've enjoyed this sort of content, I really appreciate the sub. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.